Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to another Amelia Bedelia story. Erin, tell everybody what idiom you chose to illustrate today for your work.
The sponge cake.
The sponge cake. Do you want to show it off?
This is version 1.
Fighting. Great.
And that's version 2.
I was pretty stinking impressed with that Amelia Bedelia picture. Erin said she looked very closely at the book to inspire her how to draw Amelia Bedelia. With Amelia Bedelia baking the sponge cake, and then she wrote sponge cake at the top. Today's story is going to be Come Back, Amelia Bedelia. I wonder where she's going.
She goes to different places.
Let's find out. Don't spoil it.
Right.
Oh, my cream puffs, said Amelia Bedelia. She went to the stove. Just right, she said. Amelia Bedelia took her cream puffs out of the stove. Now, there, she said. I'll just let them cool. Then I'll fill them with chocolate cream. Mrs. Rogers came into the kitchen. Good morning, Amelia Bedelia, she said. Good morning, said Amelia Bedelia. I have some cereal with my coffee this morning, said Mrs. Rogers. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. Mrs. Rogers went to the dining room. Mrs. Rogers looks a little bit different in this story.
Yeah. She's probably a little bit older.
She does look a little bit older. Amelia Bedelia got the cereal. She put some in a cup, and she fixed Mrs. Rogers some cereal with her coffee. Oh, my goodness. Look at what she did. She's pouring the coffee into the cup with the cereal. Oh, boy. She took it to the dining room. Amelia Bedelia, said Mrs. Rogers. What is this mess? It's your cereal with coffee, said Amelia Bedelia. Look at Amelia Bedelia's face. Ruh-roh.
She put his coffee into the cereal.
Oh, you are impossible, said Mrs. Rogers. You're fired. You mean you don't want me anymore? Asked Amelia Bedelia. That is just what I mean, said Mrs. Rogers. Now go. Amelia Bedelia got her bag and she went away. The story has taken a sad turn. Amelia Bedelia walked towards town. Now what will I do, she said. She passed by a beauty shop. The sign said, Lady Wanted. Now let's see what that's about, said Amelia Bedelia. So she went into the beauty shop. Beauty shop would be a place where you get your hair cut.
Or and your makeup done?
Probably. Can I help you? Asked a lady. No, I came to help you, said Amelia Bedelia. Can you fix hair? Asked the lady. Oh, yes, said Amelia Bedelia. I can do that. Then you can start right now, said the lady. Mrs. Hughes is waiting to have her hair pinned up. There's Mrs. Hughes. She does look like she needs a little hair help. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. She looked around, but I don't see any pins, she thought. It's a good thing I carry some with me. Amelia Bedelia opened her purse and took out some pins. Oh, no. I'm nervous already.
Bobby pins.
Look at that. Those are safety pins. Oh, no. And that woman is like, this can't be good. And Amelia Bedelia began to pin up Mrs. Hughes' hair. What are you doing? Asked Mrs. Hughes. Pinning up your hair, said Amelia Bedelia. Did I stick you? Help! Called Mrs. Hughes. There's the other lady's like, what in tarnation? The beauty shop lady came. Oh, no, she said. What have you done? Go away this minute. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. So Amelia Bedelia went on her way. Now, why did she get so mad, said Amelia Bedelia. I just did what she told me to do. Poor Amelia Bedelia. Look at how sad she is when she gets sent away. Amelia Bedelia looked in all the stores. She came to a dress shop with a Help Wanted sign in the window. There she is looking in. Amelia Bedelia went into the store. What kind of help is wanted? She asked. Sewing help, said the lady. Can you sew? Yes, said Amelia Bedelia. I'm very handy with a needle. Then come with me, said the lady. She took Amelia Bedelia into the back room. Amelia Bedelia did patch that screen. She did dress that turkey, or that chicken. She might be good at this. Please shorten these dresses. They're already marked, said the lady. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. The lady left her. I don't need to sew to do this, said Amelia Bedelia. Shorten means to hem, to take the dress, see where the line is, that fold it over and sew it up so that the dress is shorter.
Yeah.
For short people like Mrs. Sullivan, that has to get done a lot to my clothes. She took the scissors, and Amelia Bedelia shortened those dresses. Instead of sewing them up, she just cut them off, though.
I don't see how that's wrong, though.
Well,
I don't
think
see
about your
what the problem
fabric
is.
on your shirt. Everybody take a little peek at the bottom of your shirt. Your
Yeah.
shirt doesn't have that cut off, like, mark of the rough scissors. Instead, it's sewed up so that you have a hem at the bottom. So every shirt will have that. At the very bottom of your shirt, there will be a little sew line where they
I have
folded
two
it
of
up
mine.
and then ironed it.
I have an inch long one, when most is like a centimeter.
Yeah, yours is a little bigger. Amelia Bedelia went back to the front of the store. I'm finished, she said. What's next? Finished, said the lady. How could that be? Uh-oh. The lady went to the back room. She saw the dresses. Oh, no, she said. You've ruined them. But I just shortened them, said Amelia Bedelia. Go away, said the lady. I don't want you. So Amelia Bedelia went. Some folks, she said, I just don't understand them. Poor Amelia Bedelia. Amelia Bedelia walked another block or so. She saw a sign in the window that it said, File Clerk Wanted. I wonder what a file clerk is, she said. I'll go in and find out. A man met her. Are you a file clerk, he asked. I will be one, said Amelia Bedelia, if you tell me what I have to do. All right, said the man. First take these letters. They need stamps. Then file these papers.
I don't get what file means.
Normally, file means like mommy has a file cabinet, or Mrs. Sullivan at school has that big file cabinet next to her desk with all her papers in it. And that means putting things inside the folders or putting the papers in a certain order. I'll do that, said Amelia Bedelia. Oh, no. The man went into his office. Amelia Bedelia looked at those letters. Now, should I stamp them all at once or one at a time, she thought. I'd better do them one at a time. So Amelia Bedelia took each letter, put it on the floor, and she stamped it.
Oh my god.
Oh, goodness. They mean a postage stamp, not stomping your feet.
like stamp.
Ow.
Sorry.
Be careful. There, she said, that should be enough stamps. Now I better get these papers filed. Amelia Bedelia looked at those papers. Then she looked at the purse. She found a fingernail file. Not what they meant. Oh, goodness. It sure is small to file all these papers, but I'll do the best I can, said Amelia Bedelia, and she began to file those papers. She's treating the papers like a nail, like a fingernail. When you file your fingernail, she's filing the edges of the papers. Oh, Amelia Bedelia. I just want to hug her and help her. The man came back. Stop! He said, what are you doing? Just filing your papers, said Amelia Bedelia. Do you have a bigger file? Oh, no, said the man. Do go away. So Amelia Bedelia went. Look at her face, so confused. And that guy is so angry. I declare, she said. Everybody is mad today, Amelia Bedelia said. And she walked down the street. She came to a doctor's office. There was a sign that said, help wanted. Maybe that's a job for me, she said. She went inside. The doctor was there. I will be your help, said Amelia Bedelia. Good, said the doctor. Bring in the patients one at a time. Come when I buzz for you. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. I can do that. The doctor went into his office. A woman and a girl came in. Who is the patient? Asked Amelia Bedelia. Jane, said the woman. This all seems to be going well so far. Talking to the doctor, and then she greets the patients. All right. Then I'll take her in, said Amelia Bedelia. She picked up Jane. Put me down! I can walk, screamed Jane. Nope, said Amelia Bedelia. The doctor said to bring you in. And Amelia Bedelia carried Jane into the doctor's office. Oh, goodness.
Oh my.
Oh, goodness. Put Jane down, said the doctor. Bring her mother in. Bring her mother in, said Amelia Bedelia. Can't she just walk? Never mind, said the doctor. Mrs. Jackson, please come in. Amelia Bedelia went back to her desk. A little later, the buzzer rang. I need your help, said the doctor. Dickie has a bad cut. He needs a few stitches. I can take care of that, said Amelia Bedelia, and she opened up her purse. Here's a needle now. Now, what color thread does he like? No, said the doctor. I wanted you to put my gloves on. Can you do that? Certainly not going to stitch him with something out of your purse, Amelia Bedelia. Oh my, yes, said Amelia Bedelia. I'll be glad to. So Amelia Bedelia put the doctor's gloves on. There now, she said. They're a little big, but they're on. What's next? The doctor wanted her to help him put his gloves on, not put them on herself. Oh my goodness. The doctor looked at Amelia Bedelia. His face turned red. Go home, he said. Home, said Amelia Bedelia. My goodness, she said. I forgot about my cream puffs. I must go back and fill them. Amelia Bedelia went back to the Rogers house. But Mrs. Rogers fired her. I wonder what's going to happen when she gets there. I'll just make the chocolate cream, said Amelia Bedelia. She put a little bit of this and a little bit of that into the pot. She mixed and stirred, and soon her chocolate cream was cooked. Mrs. Rogers came into the kitchen. That smells so good, she said. Well, said Amelia Bedelia, I'll just fill the cream puffs and then I'll be on my way. Oh, no, said Mrs. Rogers. I'm sorry that I got mad. Please come back, Amelia Bedelia. We miss you. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. I would be glad to. Mr. Rogers came into the kitchen. I'm hungry, he said. Amelia Bedelia, please heat me a can of soup. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. Oh, no. Please heat me a can of soup. She's just going to heat up the can, I'm sure. There's Mr. Rogers. She took that can of soup, she put it in a pot, and Amelia Bedelia heated that can of soup.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. And that's the end of Come Back, Amelia Bedelia. All right, for your challenge today, I thought it would be fun if you made a silly story. So by this video, I'm also attaching a document or a link that is kind of like a Mad Lib story for grown-ups. But your grown-up is going to ask you a bunch of questions and you're going to fill in with some funny words. And then at the end, you're going to create your own funny story, kind of like our Amelia Bedelia funny stories. So I'm going to post that link. Go through and fill that out and have fun reading your funny stories, just like Amelia Bedelia's. All right? Bye, boys and girls.
Bye.